from the banks of the Ohio River. There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. A little juke. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, 50, plant, 66, throw it high.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but now it's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
57, let's go. 61.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
On the set. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. 5.
To throw on second down. Patterson. Herndon's got it complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Hey, watch out. Hey, Zoo. Mike 54. And watch that. Zoo.
A first down carry for Barkley. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Check. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. He's got his man. This is Tate. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And Tate's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's got room. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
You get Bravo! You get Bravo! 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Ain't no such thing.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, go.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready, set, 2. Mike 52. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Right hand.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Good job, fellas.
Ready, 18, Gator.
50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go, go.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? In the face.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson, and the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
With it is Brown. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready up. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. That's what I do. Ready up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
Hey, come on, no. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go.
Hey, high 7, 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. Check.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50. Watch the back.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He completes it to Tate. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll drop to throw, and Eifert has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, come on, hard. Mike 50, Mike 50. Double dog, that's the way.
Now.
From the gun, Patterson. He finds Corey Davis. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to throw. Patterson. And some room to maneuver.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st down.
Ready. 90. Roll. Coming. I'm coming. Ready.
first down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, Jet! Deep rip!
On first down, Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 15.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Saquon Barkley running right. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Stop your whining.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Auden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey. Now.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. On the ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Patterson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
54 is Mike.
Check it.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Patterson finding Knox there. Complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Mike's 50. Silver.
On 4th down, Patterson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, check my 50. Go.
On 1st down, Patterson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Let it 60 on. Come on, boy. Go. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike's 50.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready?
On first down. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Hey, my 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. That is caught at the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they now sit just a two-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Patterson. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick.
And this is going to be intercepted. picked off at the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing on first down. Patterson, throw complete to Herndon. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chris Herndon in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go.
That's caught inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down.
You ain't going nowhere.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he's in for the touchdown with a clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set
The Bengals drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
50's the mile. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Patterson. It's caught by Herndon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
91. Score. Coaching spell. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And his pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about